How much do you really know about stock images? No, like seriously. How much do you know? Does anybody know anything about the context of these things? Because I am very confused.
Yikes.
Hi. I'm Ace, your friendly neighborhood lesbian, and well, if you're new here, nice to meet you. I also am new here, so looks like we got something in common. So, today we're going to be talking about stock images. Now, if for whatever reason you just discovered the internet, hi, what's up, I'm so sorry, and you don't know what stock images are, they're those, incomprehensible images that pop up when you search up whatever it is you search up on the internet. Because the second you press on the image tab on Google, you're flooded with beauties such as professional photographers, professional models, etc., etc. They spent time and energy on this. People were paid to create this. Someone spent money on these photo shoots. So I actually scoured the web, as one does when they have access to the web, and I looked up context for some of these, because some of them are just strange. I just searched and searched for something that could just quench this curiosity I had for this topic, and I found a big old fat nothing. So I thought, why not assign my own context? So that's what we're going to be doing today.
Image 1. The unknown.
So the first image on our list, it's a deep one. I know what it looks like. I know that it just looks like this, this tiny little toddler, and he looks cute. He's dressed up in his big glasses and his little monkey suit. He got his hair in a nice coif, and he's doing his business. He woke up and smelled the taxes. But it's a lot darker than that. I like to name him Benny. He's the last of a somewhat unknown species. A species that has the ability to shapeshift. And I don't mean any of that bullshit, like, the mimic octopus, which is actually super cool. I love the mimic octopus. Look at me, I can make myself kind of look like an axolotl. Ooh, is that what axolotls look like?
No, it is not.
No, I mean full shapeshift, but on one condition. They shapeshift at that species' most fragile and vulnerable form, an infant. They transform into babies. And aside from that, they have the IQ of like a guy who watches Rick and Morty, which, if you didn't know, is pretty dang high. So, Benny, alone, hungry, alone, wandered on into the US, disguised as a human baby. Well, not a baby, a toddler, more or less. And what he saw was the stock crash of 1987, Black Monday. He saw the state of the economy. He saw how it was in shambles, and only he seemed to know the answer. And so, he found their leader. At the time, I think it was Ronald Reagan. He infiltrated the White House, and he somehow convinced Ronald Reagan and his cabinet to take his advice. And they entered into somewhat of a partnership. At the time, this was, mutually beneficial. He scratched their back, fixed the economy a little bit, and they scratched his. He lived in a lap of luxury.
Welcome to my humble abode.
That was until he was backstabbed by the US government. I mean, who knew? They attached a cone to him. And I know it looks comical. It looks comical in the picture, okay? It's like, it's cute, it's funny, it's quirky. It's a device that held him prisoner in a secret underground office beneath the basement of the White House. It would shock him every time he left the building or even came close to it, and it kept him from shapeshifting. They locked him down there and forced him to fix the economy and somehow find a way to fix the national debt crisis. Some say he's still down there, typing away on his honest-to-God dinosaur of a computer.
Image 2.
Madame Grandpain.
Image number 2. Now this one is my personal favorite. I know it looks like a white woman holding an even, wider piece of bread, but it's more than that. It always is. Her name is Marie. Last name to be decided. She's a beautiful French woman from Paris, where all French people are from, right?
No, that is in fact incorrect.
All she wants to do is act and travel the world. Until she met Pete, an American aspiring writer. They met together while he was strolling around Paris at midnight, looking for inspiration, you know, as you do. And, well, there was an instant spark. Their romance was, well, greater than any terrible Netflix movie combined. Yeah, it was that good. One day, you know, like a year or so into their relationship, it was pretty serious at this point. They had, like, toothbrushes at one another's place. It was committed. He got a phone call, well, less phone call, more email, from a publishing company in LA. He sent in a manuscript and they really enjoyed it and they'd like him to come down and work on the book. And that's when they decided to get married, move to America, and make both of their dreams come true. That's how it started out anyway. His book eventually was a giant success, and there Marie was, last name to be decided, with nothing. Didn't land a single audition. She had to audition like 100 times just to be a headless pair of hands, scooping cereal out of a bowl. Yeah, she was pretty crushed. Not only that, but Pete just grew more and more distant. Their relationship crumbled. He grew cold, cruel even, and as time soldiered on, you know, as time does, physically abusive. She didn't want to leave the country, she didn't want to give up on her dreams, but she wasn't happy. The resentment and pain she felt towards Pete built up, until eventually she just couldn't take it anymore. She had a vial, a very small vial of botulism. She was very close with her plastic surgeon, and she had a little bit of work done for whatever reason. I guess that's just what rich people do. I don't know. And she poured just a minute amount of it, un poquito, into his organic, home-churned vat of butter. Warmed it up, spread it on his toast, and he ate it that morning. And well, needless to say, he passed away. She inherited all of his money, his power, his fame. She began to make her dreams come true. She was living the life she dreamed of. No strings attached. Pete was gone and she couldn't be happier. And then eventually, 3 or 4 years later, she became the spokeswoman for Wonder Bread, and yeah, she's doing pretty good now.
Image 3. This is why we can't have nice things.
Image 3. This one is a little bit, tragic. Now I know it might look like some idiot white guy with an IQ in the, well, double digits, holding a, hair dryer to his head, trying to warm up his brain. I don't know. It's subjective. He was the first successful, artificially intelligent, humanoid android. They called him ICUP. ICUP. Now that name followed him every single place he went. Nothing that he could do could be any better than that joke that honestly should have been left in the 3rd grade, where it belongs, Andrew. Every single accomplishment he made was dwarfed by the unfortunate spelling of his brand. He was made to create peace on Earth, but he was living in his own personal hell. His mind was anything but peaceful. Now, he couldn't hold a weapon because, you know, people are very, especially humans, are very afraid of robots taking over. But there was a microchip in his brain, or his brain was a microchip, and it could be easily accessed through his temple, erasing his own existence, ending his own artificial life would be better than solving any of these humans' issues, and all they wanted to do was laugh about, like, piss or something. He held the hairdryer to his temple, turned it on high, and went to town. Rest in piss, ICUP. Rest in piss.
Image 4. Wow, you okay then?
This one doesn't have any like vague odd concept assigned to it. I thought it was funny. No, this is just a stock image of a couple that really needs counseling. And that's a wrap on how many stock images my brain can handle at one time, because there's a limit to these things, you know? If you got this far, I really appreciate it. I don't know. I really like to assign long, drawn out, completely almost unrelated meanings to things. So that's where this idea sprouted from.
Welcome to my mind garden.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribe, like, and click that notification button. That really helps. That's why every single YouTuber you see asks you to click it, because the YouTube algorithm is not kind. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at Yikecity, Twitter at Yikecity, or Tumblr at Yikecity. And send me the most questionable stock images that you can find. I'm really signing my own death warrant with that one. If you like my content, feel free to watch my other videos. I have 2 short films up on this channel, one of which I like, one is questionable. Feel free to go watch those. I'll be uploading videos every other week, so come on by. And now it's time for the end of the video shower thought. For now, these are mostly stolen from Shower Thoughts on Tumblr and r/Shower Thoughts on Reddit. If you have a shower thought that you'd like to share or get on my channel, feel free to comment it, send it to me on Twitter, send it to me on Instagram, any way you feel like getting a hold of me. Computers are getting better at board games. However, they won't reach true human intelligence until they get pissed off, flip their computer upside down, and scream, "Game over, bitch!"